Hello again, everybody, and welcome to A Shortstop with a Shortstop.
And the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall arise.
There's something going on right now called March Madness, and I mean it is completely insane. It is madness. There's a lot going on. We have the NCAA basketball tournament going on. Spring training is going on for baseball. The World Baseball Classic is going on right now. Hockey is getting ready for its playoffs. The NBA is trying to get ready for its playoffs. And there's just a ton of things going on. But right now I'd like to talk just a little bit about NCAA basketball. I'm a BBN fan. I'm a Big Blue Nation, Kentucky through and through. And I've got them picked to win one game. So don't nobody get mad at me. I've got them picked to beat Providence, but I don't have them going any farther than that. But I'm an SEC fan. I hope one of the SEC teams wins the NCAA tournament, but we'll just have to wait and see and have a good time watching the games. But in 1983, there was a team in North Carolina State, and it was coached by a man by the name of Jim Valvano. They went up against a team from the University of Houston. They had Akeem Olajuwon, they had Clyde Drexler. I mean, they had 6 or 7 guys that were #1 draft choice that went on to the NBA. And North Carolina State was not supposed to win this game. But it came down to a last shot of the game. The shot came up short, but one of North Carolina's players put it in with 1 second left to go, and the game was over. And the North Carolina State players were running all over the court. Now, you can look at the tape, and Jim Valvano was he's looking for somebody to hug, but he couldn't find anybody. He was running all over the court, but he was so happy that he won that game. But in 1993, and it was March the 3rd, Jim Valvano gave a speech at the ESPY'S. He had cancer all over his body. He had tumors that were all over him. He was not going to live very much longer after that speech. But one of the things in his speech, the key quote that he said was, "Never give up." And I think that's one of the things that we need to put into our vocabulary as Christians, is that we never, 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 ever give up. If we look at the book of Genesis, chapters 6, 7, and 8, we see a man by the name of Noah. For 120 years, he built an ark. He preached to the people for 120 years. Although he didn't save anybody but his 3 sons, their 3 wives, and his wife. But here's the question. You that out there that are fathers and that are husbands, do you want your children and your wife to go to heaven? God has put you in charge of the spiritual well-being of your family. You're supposed to be the head of the house when it comes to spiritual things. You're supposed to be the teacher. Are you teaching them what they need to know so that you can get them to heaven? The Bible is always in everybody's house. Are you picking it up and studying it with them so that they can know what the truth is and what God says? We need to be like Noah, because what did Noah do? He never gave up. He saved his family and his wife. And then if we look at the Apostle Paul, he was going around putting Christians in jail. He was killing them. He was hurting them. He was actually punishing them any way that he possibly could. But then he found out what the truth was, and after his baptism in Acts chapter 22 and verse 16, the Apostle Paul went on 3 missionary journeys. He never married. He didn't have a family. But we look at Mark chapter 16, verses 15 and 16. It tells us to go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved. He that believeth not shall be condemned. But Paul never gave up. He established several congregations, and he helped other people get to heaven. Now, those of us that are out there that are not married, don't have any kids, don't have any wives? Are we helping to teach our neighbors? Are we helping to teach people in our county? Are we helping to teach people in our state, in our country, and even most importantly, like Paul, across the world, go into all the world? Paul never gave up. He said, I have finished the race. I have run the course. I have fought the fight. And he didn't give up. We have the story of Joseph. Joseph was kind of hated by his brothers. They were jealous of him. They sold him, put him into slavery, and ended up in Egypt. He interpreted some dreams and finally interpreted one for Pharaoh. But he ended up becoming the second in command of the whole country of Egypt. But what did it do? It ended up saving his family. It ended up saving a nation. It ended up helping those people to get through a famine and to be able to be fed. But Joseph was tempted many times by Satan to throw the towel in and not do the right thing and not help other people to be saved. But Joseph didn't do it. What did Joseph do? The one thing that Jim Valvano said, never, ever give up. And that's what we need to do as Christians today, for our families, for our neighbors, for our people in our country, and for the people around the world. We cannot give up. We got to dig in and do the best job that we can for Jesus Christ. Thank you again for being with a Shortstop with a Shortstop.